Yeah, that bear lifted his head up a second, John. Okay. And it looked kind of like aggressive, and his hair on his neck is raised right now.
Well, the guy this morning said that he let out little...
John, he's looking aggressively almost.
Okay. The guy this morning said it wasn't one bit scared. And it actually came right beside the tent, so who knows what the thing's thinking?
John, it's, I don't know, it's starting to act a bit aggressively, I think.
Since I left him. You ready? Your filming run?
Yeah, my brother's going to let off a bear banger. Okay, we see the bear again. He's come around our campsite again.
He's right there.
Yeah, I'll zoom in on the bear.
2 nights ago, he came around in the middle of the night, right by our tent.
Anyway, he's eating sedge right now. He has his head down. But you can see movement there. I'll zoom out now.
You also swing around, look at me, run.
Yes.
And then look at the Jeep right behind you. We stayed here for 2 nights. And there's 2 black bears that spend the whole entire night right around our tent. Some guy stopped in the morning and he said the bear was on our picnic table and in between our car and our tent, walking around our tent. When he saw it at 7 a.m. this morning. We didn't hear the bear because we had earplugs because we didn't want to be woken up by bear noises.
Well, there's a bear. He's eating sedge or something.
Did you swing around to the Jeep in the background?
Okay, I'll do that right now.
And make sure you don't step off the picnic table. You're a few inches from the edge.
There's the Jeep. Campsite we're in. Beautiful campsite here all by ourselves. Nobody else here except us and the bear.
There's another bear somewhere in the area as well. Guy in the morning spotted 2 bears right around our campsite. 1 bear on the picnic table. 1 bear walking between the tent and the car. Around the car. There's a lot of hawthorn berries in the area. And they're eating hawthorn berries. Very good for the...
Actually, a pretty nice setting too. Beautiful setting that we're in.
Yeah, nice big huge cottonwood trees.
Yes.
There's Trout Lake. I can see Trout Lake where my brother's standing.
Yeah, you can see Trout Lake through the trees here. That's Trout Lake in the background there. Bear right at the base of that tree.
I wish we could have got that night scene.
Yeah, the bear was circling our tent at night. He's not scared of humans, I tell you that.
Up the tree in the middle of the night. We went to our car for close to half an hour, came back out. He was still by the tent, standing near the tent, like 30 feet away from the tent. I also caught him with my flashlight, something eyes reflecting back at me. First thought it wasn't a bear, and then also it came out of the bushes, it was the bear. Then I let off a bear banger, and we chased it a bit with the car. just to try to get away from the campsite because it was like 30-40 feet away from the tent. And then eventually we just had to sleep in the car till 4 a.m. because that was the first night we spotted the bears and we did not know what they were up to.
Yes. Cool.
Anyway, oh yeah, this area has grizzly bears. And there's a grizzly tour business that is driving around trying to locate the grizzly bears. They're a little bit late this year. This is the Lardoo River, Trout Lake. Kokanee come up the Lardoo River, and there's lots of grizzlies that begin to show up. And this is a popular hangout for the grizzlies to walk through.
Yeah, so there's not just black bears here, but there's grizzlies, and the grizzlies are probably going to be due to show up very shortly.
Yes, and the one guy came in the morning, and he said he already spotted a grizzly bear down by the river this morning.
Yeah, so we're going to, maybe as we drive down the Lardoo, that's how you pronounce it, we might spot a grizzly.
Yeah, we're probably pronouncing the name. We're not good at pronouncing names.
Probably pronounced differently, but
we're probably not pronouncing it right. If we're saying Lardoo, it might be some other
French name.
French name. We're probably not saying it right, but that's what we're saying right now, Lardoo River.
Until somebody corrects us. Do you see the bear? Oh yeah, there he is.
Anyway, BC has some of the most beautiful spots in the world.
Yeah, you can't beat Canada for scenery, that's for sure.
If you like not having crowds, if you love beautiful scenery, you love nothing beats Canada. States has some nice locations, but it's way more crowded. It still doesn't match Canada.
Hey, that bear lifted his head up a second, John. Okay. And it looked kind of like aggressive, and his hair on his neck is raised right now.
Well, the guy this morning said that when he let out...
John, he's looking aggressively almost.
Okay. The guy this morning said it wasn't one bit scary. And it actually came right beside the tent, so who knows what the thing's thinking?
John, it's, I don't know, it's starting to act a bit aggressively, I think. He came around our tent at night, that's very concerning. There's the bear that was harassing us all night long, right by our tent.
He actually came and made noise. We had to sleep in the car for like 4 hours. He wouldn't take off.
There he is again.
We scared him away with our car a bit, but then we heard him come back at night, had to go back to our car. I'm going to teach this guy a lesson. You ready? Your filming run?
Yeah, my brother's going to let off a bear banger. Well, it ran for a little bit, but then it stopped. It's eating sedge.
Should I get another one?
Well, I don't think it had that big of an effect.
Okay. This thing's not too chicken.
Yeah, it's not too scared of us.
We can't stay here a second night.
Yeah. Here's our Jeep. Here's our tent. And this bear was walking around all night. All around our tent. Nobody else here. Now this bear banger doesn't appear to have scared it all that much. Well, I don't see it anymore. Back there.
Mention that you have a telephoto lens right now.
I have a telephoto lens. I don't think he can see us because we're pretty far away because they have poor eyesight. But he can smell us now. Anyway, it might be time to go shortly because I think this bear has noticed our presence and he doesn't like it. What do you think, John?
Okay, but he was right beside the tent, 10 feet away from us, or less than 10 feet away from us.
I know.
Between the car and the tent. That was like 5 feet when we had our earplugs in.
Potentially predatory. If a black bear comes around your tent at night, it could be a dangerous situation, and that's what he did. He came around our tent at night.
Tree, get it, get it. He's climbing up the tree. He's thinking about it, maybe he's not going to go up.
He's coming down again.
Although those bears were hanging around for the last 2 nights. Gotta be brave. Right?
Yes.
Last night we just said, I don't care. We're just going to put earplugs in and forget about it. Chances are they're not going to come crashing through the tent. Right?
He's climbing up now.
Yeah, climbing up. Maybe there's a hawthorn berry bush right beside those cottonwoods.
He's right between those 2 cottonwoods.
And he's going for the berries.
And there's hawthorn berries right there.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yes. And there he is. You can make him out a little bit. Between the 2 cottonwoods.
And you can get one last shot of me beside the Jeep a bit, walking towards the Jeep. And then maybe that should be it.
You see the hair in his back. He is going for the hawthorns there. It's between the 2 cottonwoods.
Okay, Ron, you can get me.
Okay.
Just don't step off the picnic table. If you turn right, you'll probably be okay.
Okay, I am. There's the Jeep and my brother.
There's the fire pit. Our tent was right here.
Yeah,
The fire pit.
we had our tent pitched right here, and the bear came around at night. He was walking around our tent. Very, very concerning.
He said there was 2 bears. One was at the picnic table. One was between the car and our tent. Who knows what they were up to?
Yes. Potentially, if a black bear comes around your tent at night, it could be a predatory. So it was very concerning. We had a whole bunch of pepper spray in the tent, and our car was parked right beside the tent too, with the doors open, just in case we had to make a quick getaway into the vehicle.
Yes.
But anyway, I guess everything turned out okay. This is a beautiful campsite. We have it all to ourselves. You can see beautiful cottonwoods all over. It's a beautiful, beautiful. And we might spot a grizzly along the Lardoo, if that's how you pronounce the river again. Who knows? Might be time to go now.